What's up, YouTube? Jay here, back with you again with a tutorial or a video. This is the monkey, the Giant Ape from Dragon Ball Z, and I will be doing a coloring, I guess. The colors I'll use today will be light umber or PC 941. The markers I'll be using will be the Prismacolor Premier markers, and this is Cocoa Bean PM 2114, and I have light umber 30%, which is PM 272, and we have light umber PM 172. I'm just going to be coloring this guy, and I will be getting a red later on. I just have to find it. I don't know what the number is. Alright, let's get into it though. His hair first. You know, it's kind of a big section. So let's do his hair. I'm going to use the PM 172 first for the first layer of his hair, I believe. Yes, of his hair. And then I'm gonna go over it with the PM 214 or the Cocoa Bean. And I will be jump editing as I do this. Okay, so I just finished the top layer of the coat using the light umber. So then we're gonna use the Cocoa Bean to do the highlights of the face. And any tips I can give would probably be go slow. Make sure you choose the colors right. Make sure that you make sure you keep inside your lines. I didn't really get to do that because I was rushing. I was rushing. You know, I wanted to get it done fast. But I will always take your time. And when you finish your drawing or your shading, always go back over it with a fine tip marker so you can make it pop. And you can also add white to it or some stuff like that. So now I'm going to do the Cocoa Bean and give it a darker 2-layer shading. If you want to go detail, you can get a darker color or anything, but I'm just doing this with the Cocoa Bean. So let's see. Alright, so I just finished the Cocoa Bean and did a little shading to it. It wasn't much. I really don't know how to shade the monkey because of the... I'm not sure what the direction of the lighting is coming from when I drew the picture. Now I'm going to do the face. I'm going to draw the skin and And we're gonna do the skin, and we're gonna do its highlightings too. And we're gonna start with the ear. Let's start with the ear. The skin is like a light brown, like a faded brown. And you want to just get make sure you get all these spacings at the edge so it looks complete. You don't have all those open spaces. It's okay if you go on the lines too, because you have a darker color around it. Alright, here's a prime example right here when I say watch out for when you're shading over other markers, because it'll smudge up the pencils and the marker, you know, with lighted colors. Alright, there goes the ear. Let's go down to the face.
Sir.
Alright, so now I have finished shading in the face and the ear. Now I'm going to go with the highlights and do a darker shading with darker umber of the PC947. And some of the shading would be right here by his nose, right here. You know, exclaiming that he's angry. It's kind of like a bird wings, you know, on his face. And it's like, he's mad. And then you have to get I guess the shading is coming from, like a blast is coming from his face up towards him. So the shading will be on his forehead a little bit. Like that. And when you're drawing a Prismacolor pencil, I like to just try to get the little white marks. And you can, it's called burnish when you just do dark, when you just go down hard onto the paper, you know, without shading and do a layer. It's called branching. When you kill the tooth of the paper. But I like to do layers a little bit sometimes. All right, so let me tell you what I did here. I was using the Prismacolor color pencil, dark umber, to shade in the face, which was a layer of the light umber, 30%. It wasn't really doing as good as I wanted to, so I came back in with the PM72, 172 light umber, and went through and lightened up a little bit of the highlighted spots that would have been if the blast had came from that way. And I just go in, you know, trying to fix up those shading spots. And it doesn't look as good right now, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit and, you know, get all the lines darkened from the beginning setup, and just try to darken it up a little bit. And I have to do the ear too. I should have did the ear also. All right, and doing the ear. The ear was so beautiful. All right.